This is Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and I want to share something with you. Let me just be real about some stuff. There's so much golf information out there, and everybody says do this, and everybody says do that. And this is what you got to do to make this happen, or whatever. I've been a part of it, in the beginning myself. But because everybody seems to can do things so different in a sense or whatever, that just led me to understand or whatever. But there is an absolute and a direct way that things should be done. Only difference is indirectly people keep touching these spots, and then everybody is like, oh, well, this is the way to do it. Well, I think there's a direct way to do that. What I'm going to talk about right now is swaying as you make your upswing. How many times I'm watching on the range, swaying, moving over, put a ball under your foot, do this, lift your arm up. Well, the body naturally will do that if you understand what you're doing. In the way the body is set up, and you experts will know this stuff, you have what they call the frontal plane that splits the body between the anterior side and the posterior side. Watch this and watch closely, because you're going to learn something. If I did that from this anatomically neutral position and I went down and split my hands and all that stuff, split everything up, you will notice that my elbows are on the posterior side, or they point towards the posterior side of my body. My knees point towards the anterior side of my body, the front. So when I go to make a turn in my upswing, as I must keep saying it, when I go to make a turn to stop my body from swaying to the right, all I have to do is make sure that this elbow right here is behind this knee. If I go to make my upswing and that elbow gets behind that knee, I cannot sway. Listen to what I'm saying, because this is an absolute. I cannot sway. Matter of fact, when the elbow gets behind the knee, it's already presetting me to go in this direction. So all this stuff you've been learning for years and over, do this, do that, or whatever, it's something simple. And if you look at it and see it in its simplest forms, you would understand it itself. So just by simply getting this elbow back behind this knee, I automatically program myself to go in that direction. I am set. It is the true nature of how you turn and why you're turning, and how it sets you or presets you or sets you up to make a turn. If you get that, which is easy to do, is no different than sitting here and elbowing somebody or just doing this. I mean, we do these things all the time, but we've been so bombarded with information saying, hey, this is why the pros do this and the pros do that or whatever. Man, half the time, like you say, they don't even know their own golf swings. They know the simple thing is that the objective in golf is to strike the golf ball. That's all. Get this club face on the proper plane, in a sense, whether inside out or outside in, to strike the golf ball. Once you understand that, it is not that hard. But yet I see it so much up and down the driving range. Hey, I heard such and such say, put a ball under my foot and it'll give you the feel. But if I'm paying money to somebody, I don't want no feels. I want your expert opinion so I know exactly what I need to do so I can move forward, enjoy this wonderful game, other than sitting there guessing. Because if I'm paying you and all you're doing is giving me guess information, then I can sit and grab a book and guess myself. Obviously, you can tell that I get frustrated in a sense of whatever, because I've been a part of it and I've been a victim of it, but I'm no longer going to let people be a victim of it. I'm going to share the great information, the things that I've learned, the things that make me, give me a better understanding and what has given me, because I was a victim of myself who lost my golf swing. And there was nothing information out there. Turn this, do this, da-da-da, do this, da-da-da, 500,000 different contradictory information or whatever. People say to me all the time, Shade Tree, man, you talk about something different, man. I don't want to hear. Well, you know what? What's the definition of insanity? doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, you better believe I talk something different, because I'm only going to talk about what is correct, what's right, what's getting to the point. And I'm going to leave you with just a little thing here. I was going to wait, but I'm going to throw this one in with it. Adam Scott. That man strikes a golf ball and everybody talking about his swing and this, whatever. Man, you got all these great instructors in the world, but can't nobody teach this man how to putt? Are you kidding me? Look, I tell people I have been doing the same exact thing for 25 years putting. I've never changed it. I've tested, let's see what this and that. But what I do, I just don't change. There's no reason to it, because why? It's correct. It's correct in a sense because it works with what we're trying to do with putting. So what I'm explaining to you, and I know I'm giving a lot of money away, but I don't care. I'm tired of every day hearing this, and I'm watching these guys, and they act like I'm, it's dangerous to hear me tell you things or whatever that might be anatomically correct or whatever. Oh, because you know what? You're looking for answers, but you don't want to hear something different. You want to hear the same old crap that ain't getting you nowhere. So here's what I'm going to give to you. If you pay attention to the hands, the thumb lays horizontal. If I put my hands like this, and if I put them on a putter grip, the thumbs lay horizontal, in a sense, to the fingers. So when I'm putting, all I have to do is take these horizontal thumbs and just move them back and forth. Just move the thumbs back and forth. Not all this back of the hand, overdoing the shoulders and all. It means nothing. Because just to putt a ball, all you have to do is just tap it. So as I said again, yes, I've had one of those days to where I saw some things and it just frustrated the crap out of me. And I'm tired of the frustration. I've said it before and I've said it again. When it comes to the golf swing, I know what I'm talking about. I do not see the things the way everybody else is seeing it. Maybe there's a many out there that knows and understand what I'm talking about, because like I said, there's no question there's great players. There's many great players. But the thing is, I felt that at one time I was on my way to being a great player too. But poor information of giving guess destroyed what I worked so hard for. But that ain't gonna never be again. Because I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm doing, and I'm telling you right now, if I decide, and that's the key word, if I decide to share what I really know, like I said, I'll show you the golf swing in 15 minutes. And I'm not talking about this, turn this, do that, or whatever. No, I'll show you what really happens. And it'll be pretty much done. Because it is really that simple if you just know where to look. If I tell you to go meet me somewhere or whatever, and I don't give you directions or whatever how to get there, then you don't know where you're going. But if I tell you precisely where to go and precisely where to look, then you have no problem meeting me, and it don't matter what mode of transportation you use to get there, you'll get there. Once again, this is Charles Calhoun, a.k.a. the Shade Tree Pro, and always good golfing.